Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we're going to be talking about some big things when it comes to PlayStation 5 games that are just absolutely crashing down in price, and as well just some bigger updates too on the overall, superiority of the PlayStation 5, where a lot of consoles right now are even losing, especially even the Switch 2, to the ongoing Black Friday sales for the PlayStation 5 and the huge price decrease. So we have a lot of little nifty things to go talk about all over here. Also a big marathon update too as well, so you guys will sit back, relax, and enjoy. As well, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. As a reminder, we do have all these big holiday sales going on down below. For Black Friday, we have the PS5 Pro on sale, a link down below for the cheapest it's ever been, the PS5 bundles, PlayStation VR, a bunch of stuff, all linked down below for Black Friday and these overall holiday sales. And of course, as well, we have the Twitters and Twitches down below, we have the giveaway stuff, and let's dive on into the video itself. So first and foremost, some big thing to yap about into, and that I thought was intriguing, is with some of these same holiday sales. We're now seeing some of these big, even AAA games that have just come out. Like Borderlands 4 has come out only months ago at this point, and it's already at a massive discount. This game right now is actually set for $30, and this is Borderlands, 4. That is, in my honest opinion, a proper big AAA game. But if you guys look at most other various websites like Best Buy, Amazon, etc., this is the cheapest it's ever been. Even for online locations, this has been the cheapest it's ever been for the PlayStation 5. And it goes and shows that a lot of these bigger games are getting massive price decreases way quicker than you would ever expect. Like a good example for this one too is if you look at some other games such as Stalker, an Xbox. This is an Xbox game that's been ported over the PS5. This is still for some odd reason sitting at the proper $60 price point. Or even things, too, as well, like say Ghost of Tsushima, still sitting at $70. Ghost of Your Time, still sitting at $70. But certain games, as we showed you guys, like Borderlands 3, have been going on a massive price decrease way quicker than you would ever expect. Just absolutely crazy. So just a quick note, if you guys do want to pick up the game itself, it did have decent reception. Most other games throughout the holidays have been mostly keeping up their price points too. But it's crazy that something like Borderlands 4 has gone down and failed so quickly. Like even games such as Wu Chang. Over here, still over at even over $40. Death Stranding 2 at $50. Wukong, $50. So it's just crazy to see that some games have free fallen it so quickly and so fast. Let me know your thoughts on that. We also have now heard news that the PS5 is actually even edging up the Switch 2 in the UK so far. With these big holiday Black Friday sales going on with everything, things have been going good. At the end of the day, honestly, the PS5 is probably going to be doing multiple millions of sales throughout this Q4 period. The Xbox has not had a single sale, which I almost want to cover in a separate video because what on earth are they doing? But as we keep mentioning throughout this channel, and thank you all so much for using the affiliate links down below, it does support me a bunch, whether it's just for general shopping, Black Friday shopping. I think we have affiliate links for every single one of the websites. So you just click on it for 24 hours. Every sale goes towards me. So thank you very much. It's very small, but it does add up. But yeah, the PS5 is edging out the Switch 2 as well. So there's no beating around the bush. The Switch 2 has had a good launch. I'd agree. In most countries, Nintendo's new hybrid hardware has broken records, aided by excellent marketing and ample supply. In many countries, the Switch 2 is also beating, as well, the PS5. It's doing great. Nintendo new hybrid console's been doing awesome, and of course, it's in the first 6 months of the market that the Mario Maker has actually increased the forecast for the console itself. But in the UK, as of the end of October, and most likely throughout this upcoming next holiday season, because the UK also does have holiday sales, the PS5 is still ruling supreme. Reigning supreme. In game business, the reports that despite seeing its year-over-year sales decline by 15%, likely due to the price hikes, it's keeping its nose in front of the Switch 2 and remains the best-selling console this year, even in Britain. So the PlayStation 5 is still winning, even with these price increases all throughout the world. It is all being a slightly older console, a 5-year age. That's crazy. So obviously the PS5 has the advantage of being a more mature piece of hardware and has more availability, so has more games, more software, more people on the PlayStation ecosystem, which leads to them, having friends want to buy their consoles and people moving it over, all of that. There's a lot of notability of why that's a thing. If ever, it's kind of like the old Xbox 360 days. If your buddy had an Xbox 360 and you wanted to play with them, you would buy an Xbox 360. That's what I did. All my friends had an Xbox 360, still in the golden ages of gaming. So for me, I would just go and buy an Xbox 360 to play Call of Duty or Halo with them. And that's why that console did so well, why Halo did so well. And that's why the PlayStation 5, I believe, is still doing so good. Less cross-play, so people either go and Switch or for the casual gaming, family gaming, PlayStation for the high-end console gaming, or PC for high-end, but also this RAM issue we keep mentioning has also been making things a lot harder. So the PS5 as well has been doing good, but it's impressive that the PS5 is still beating it as well. So in fact, the October specifically, Sony's consoles registered a 36% increase in sales, which saw it assert its position as the best-selling system of the month. And the platform holder has a very strong selection of Black Friday deals, which is already seen in dominate in Spain as well. So while we're seeing these big price decreases on, say, Borderlands 4 and all these other various games we've been seeing on the PlayStation ecosystem, online and offline, it's also getting crazy good sales for the consoles as well. So whether it can be on hold against the Switch 2 over Christmas remains to be seen. Some readers may note that the UK has always been a more challenging territory for the UK. Well, the UK has been hard for Nintendo start, and even though it still enjoys a lot of success there, it's not always being beaten out. So we have to see. It seems like Japan is still getting like the major big win. I think the Switch 2 is winning over there. America's gonna be weird. I probably would assume America will lose. Well, it depends. Like the PS5 is gonna lose in America. Mainly because the Switch 2 is still new. This is the very first holiday season. Obviously, parents want to get their children special gifts and make things happy and stuff. I mean, I still have barely used my Switch 2. I have it just kind of sitting around on over here. Like, I don't even know what to really kind of do with it still. Maybe I'll go launch up some Mario Kart just for fun, but I still think the Mario Kart game was not as fun as the prior one. Let me just be my hot take over there. But I'm very excited for Metroid Prime 4. So hopefully that'll be turning out good. But nonetheless, it seems like the PlayStation 5, with and without these holiday sales, are still absolutely winning. Same too as well, even with the Ghost Yotai. Japanese Ghost Yotai PS5 sales are just about hanging on. The country's 26th bestseller of last week. So as of right now, these hardware and physical sales, Nintendo still dominated Japan, which is why I said that. So much of that is Ghost Yotai was one of the just 3 games not released for the Switch 1 or 2 to make the country's top 30 best-selling games. So like the entire country is basically buying Nintendo games. Accounting for physical copies alone, digital sales aren't counted. Famitsu reports that the Sony PS5 title has now sold just shy of 185,000 units in Japan. The bulk of these came at launch, when 120,000 unit sales made it to the nation's best-selling game for its release week. However, since then, here are the overall sales. You guys can see the sales themselves are just going down astronomically. 120,000 sales to 26,000 to 18,000 to 7,000 to 4,000 to 3, then 2, then slightly under 2,000 sales. So it's intriguing to see this because Nintendo still is decimating in Japan, which is why I said for these consoles that most likely America will probably have the Switch 2 be the largest selling console, but other certain regions, depending on the price points, might actually sell the PS5. But Japan for sure is very loyalist towards its own overall console. Now, last but not least too as well, over 2 hours of new Marathon's footage actually got leaked, and I actually saw this. And people are actually saying it looks a little bit better. Now, people basically were calling for Marathon to get, well, destroyed and be done. There is a lot of drama with it. Stolen art, mediocre gameplay, just didn't seem good. It got delayed. But it seems like people are actually looking and appreciating it a lot more. Now, we've been seeing arc raiders explode these past few weeks. Just kind of like a fun, it's like multiplayer, extraction shooter, goofy. Like, I liked it. It looked like a fun game. So there's been a bunch of leaks for Marathon. And that seems like that genre has potential. Like, people want to buy it. Look at Arc Raiders. Look at PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds. Look at, all these types of games. Like, look at Escape from Tarkov. All these games. So the footage gives us a good look at the current state of the game, too, which I think is still under a lot of NDAs of right this second. But it's intriguing. But people are testing it out. People are saying the game looks a lot better. They're saying it looks better. They have better images, more colorful, better maps, easier to move, seems sleeker. New maps are being included too as well. Like, people are getting into gunfights quicker. And everything seems like the game is getting a lot more potential. Because the aesthetic is cool, it's distinctive, it's new, and everything is slowly being reworked, but there is a huge NDA. Like, I would love to show you guys, but there's a huge NDA for all this stuff too as well. So we just have to basically do word of mouth for it. But it seems like the game will not be canceled. A lot of people thought the game would have, and it just seems like it's a fun experience for us that they're reworking it, there's potential with it, and they didn't hopefully waste all this money. So let's go and see where the game kind of goes from there. But I appreciate you guys all so much for watching. Subscribe if you guys are new, put on the notifications. We have all the affiliate links down below for Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and of course as well, we also do have all the giveaway links. Make sure you guys join that for the holiday season. And I appreciate you guys all so much for watching here in the first place.